Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, then why not make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure the notification bell is switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now, today's video is extremely exciting because I am giving you the first look into a brand new palette by W7 that hasn't even launched yet. So if you watched my previous W7 videos recently, you'd know that I am very lucky to be part of a VIP group with W7 and some influencers, and basically we get to be sent out the products before they launch and get to give them feedback and create content for them. So yeah, this is really exciting. This palette actually launched Thursday at 6 PM. I'm not sure if I'm uploading it the night that I'm filming this, which is Wednesday, or if I'm uploading on Thursday, but it launched on Thursday at 6 PM, and I do have a discount code with W7, so if you want to save some money, it's just AlexKate10. I'll put it on the screen and down below, so if you do want to go ahead and purchase this, you can go and use my discount code. It's not an affiliate code or anything, it just helps you get some money off. So this is the brand new palette. It's called RACY, and how stunning is this packaging? I absolutely love it. So W7 have been sneak peeking some of the shades, and straight away I knew that they were trying to dupe a Huda Beauty palette. This is the palette that W7 are duping. This is Naughty by W7. This came out around Christmas time last year, and it cost £56. Whereas this is going to cost you £9.50. Can you imagine if this is a good dupe? You're literally saving so much money by buying this instead. So these are kind of like the packaging of both of them. They're not really the same at all, like maybe the tone of it, but this one's a lot more red than this one. So the packaging is in no way the same as the Huda one. So let's actually have a look inside now, because I bet you're desperate to see that. So this is the inside of the RACY palette. As you can see, if you know what that palette looks like by Huda, it literally looks exactly the same. You do get a brush inside, and you also get a mirror, which is amazing for £9.50. So just to quickly show you the Naughty against the RACY palette. The top one is Huda and the bottom one is W7. So yeah, as you can see, they look extremely similar. Even that weird shade, you know, they've done that in the W7 palette. So very, very intriguing. I've only used this once, which I'm actually really ashamed of myself for, because that is such a beautiful palette. So if you can get a really nice dupe with this palette, then this is going to be a great buy. So yeah, this is what the palette looks like. We're going to be swatching it, we're going to be doing a review, and then I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. Before I get into the swatches, I do want to just let you know as well, I'm planning on doing a W7 dupes week. I know a few of you are probably going to ask me to do a video comparing the both. I am going to do that, just not in today's video. I'm just going to be reviewing it on its own today. But in, I think, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I will be doing a full week of W7 dupes. So look forward to that. Now, let's get into the swatch. Okay, so this is the entire palette swatch. Swatch is quite good actually, doesn't it? This one here is that slightly weird shade, and I'll show you in a second, but it kind of separated in the pan. But I did get a little bit of pigment there. The shimmers in this palette are absolutely stunning. Like, I know for like a fact that Huda swatch is even better than this, but for a dupe, like, this swatch is amazing, and I think the colours are actually really nicely pigmented. So let me just quickly show you what I mean. So as you can see, like, it's kind of separated a little bit, like there's gaps in there. I don't really know, but yeah, we'll have to see what it's like. So let's get started on the eye look. Okay, so I just went off camera and primed my eyes. I've of course used my Revolution Ultimate Eye Base. I honestly don't even know how I've still got some of that. Right, let's do a really sexy eye look today. I'm gonna take the shade Tease, which is this one here, and I'm just gonna add that to my outer corners. I will try and remember to tell you guys what brushes I'm using. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH39 brush. Next, I'm gonna take Fluster, which is this orangey toned shade here. This is a Lily England 101 brush. These were actually gifted to me and they're such good brushes. I built the pigment up, but I mean, look at that. Really impressive so far. So next I'm gonna take a lighter shade, and I think I'm gonna take this one down here, which is called Wild. Also, the shades are a little bit kickbacky, but that's to be expected. Sorry, this is a Morphe brush. I don't know what the name of it is. It's part of their like bamboo collection. But this is blending out so smoothly. Just going back in with this shade to bring some of that pigment back. And then back in with my original brush just to make sure this is all blended out nicely. Okay, now I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush. This is a Spectrum B07. It's really nice and fluffy. Completely clean, and really whack myself in the eye, and then I'm just buffing out the edges because sometimes you get that really harsh line and I just don't like that look. So, and then just for the fun of it, I'm going to take this matte shade here, which is called Thrill, and I'm just going to add that in my crease a little bit. Okay, so these are all the matte shades on. I'm just going to hop off camera quickly and put my cut crease on using my Revolution Ultimate Eye Base, and then I'll be right back because we need to play with these shimmers. Okay, so these are my half cut creases on. We now get to pick a shimmer. So normally I typically go for this shade here, which is called Stimulated, but I want to go pinky today, I think. So I'm actually going to take one of these pans down here, which is called Voluptuous. It's one of those ones that kind of have the nice little pattern in it, and obviously now it doesn't have the pattern in it. But this swatch was really nice, and I'm gonna see what it looks like. Okay, so that's that shade on. Now it is pretty, but it's not as shimmery as I would like. So I'm gonna go in with the pink shimmer here, which is called Tempting. And I'm just going to put that all the way at the top. I don't know how good this formula is going to be on the brush. That one was actually good on a brush, but I don't know about this one. Okay, so that's so much better. That's much more of what I wanted. Something that's super reflective and foily. So these more textured ones, like these shades here, are definitely more of that metallic-y foily formula. So in that case, I'm going to take this shade down here, which is called Risque, and I'm going to use that to blend out this outer edge. The other pan was fine. It's just not as reflective as I would like in a shimmer. But if you wanted something a bit more subtle, you could definitely use them for that. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Vampish. And I'm going to put this all the way across. Considering we're using dark shades today, I actually didn't have a lot of fallout. I just swiped a little bit I had on my cheekbone. So yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with the fact that there's hardly any fallout. Okay, for my inner corners and brow bones, I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Dreamy, which is a similar formula. Why can't I speak? Similar formula to the first shimmer we used, and this is quite squishy actually. Okay, so this is my completed look. I'm now going to hop off camera. I'm just going to put some lashes, mascara and lips on, and then I'll be right back with my final thoughts. Okay guys, so I'm back and this is my completed look. So to finish off my eyes, I used my Unicorn Cosmetics lashes in the style Peachy Pie, and my mascara is the Essence Lash Princess mascara. I absolutely love this, you guys know that. And for my lips, I used a Morphe lipstick, a Morphe matte lipstick in the shade Tempt. This is what it looks like. So yeah, this is my completed look. Definitely let me know down below what you think. So let's finally sit down and talk about the new W7 Racy palette. So firstly, absolutely love the packaging. I think it's absolutely stunning. For £9.50, it's a really good size, and the pans are really good as well, like good sizes. You get a brush in here, you get a mirror, and yeah, I really like the look of the palette. Obviously it's not a super heavy palette because it is more on the affordable side, but you get what you pay for, if you know what I mean. So yeah, the colour story is super beautiful. I loved it when Huda come out with that palette because all of her nude palettes before were super light and pinky, whereas this one is definitely more brown and purpley, definitely more sexy and smoky. So I'm so happy that W7 have duped this, because not everyone can afford a £56 eyeshadow palette, and I think this is a really nice dupe, I'm not gonna lie. The matte shades in here performed really nicely. I did have to build up a couple of the lighter ones a little bit, but really didn't bother me. Apart from that, they were really nice and pigmented, especially the darker shades were actually really impressive of how pigmented they were. The shimmers in here, the first shimmer formula I used is not my favourite, just because it's not like metallic-y and foily enough, but that's just my personal preference. I absolutely love the formula of the pink shade, so these like more chunkier shimmers here were much more pigmented, so they're my favourite shimmer formula in the palette. Now I know I didn't get to test this weird shade in this palette, but I might save that for my like Huda comparison video to see what the difference is between this one and the high-end one. But overall guys, I'm super happy with this palette. Personally, I'm really happy that W7 have duped the Huda Naughty palette. I know not everyone agrees with that, and not everyone agrees with the fact that W7 dupe palettes. If you're a beginner in makeup, or if you can't afford to buy the high-end version of that palette, then this is a great option. And if you just love a darker nude eyeshadow palette, then this is going to be perfect for you. So I definitely recommend it. If you do pick it up, don't forget to use my code for a little bit of money off. And I'm going to round this video up here. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Please leave me your comments down below. I'd love to know what you think of this palette. Thank you so much W7 for sending me this palette. It's an absolute dream to be getting reviews up before it's even available to the public. So thank you so much. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.